Hey everyone, so I'm here for my week 18 pregnancy vlog, and I have a lot of information for you guys. I know in my last vlog I was talking about how I had missed like 10 weeks doing it, so I was going to try and catch you up. I did a little bit of it before, but I have a lot of new information now to give you guys. So I have my notes on my phone here, so if I'm looking away, that's why. So I guess let's go ahead and start. One of the things this week that's really been changing is that I'm feeling a lot more movement. It used to be only like late at night and I'd only be able to kind of feel it. And lately it's been like throughout the day, and when I'm just like sitting super still, I can feel baby moving around in there and stuff. And I've kept trying to get my husband to be able to feel it, but whenever he puts his hand there, of course, baby stops moving. So that's still one of my missions and my goals, because I really want him to be able to feel it, because I just think it's so cool and neat and stuff. So yeah. Also, my morning sickness has pretty much gone away. I don't feel as nauseous anymore. I still have the gagging thing a little bit, but definitely not as much as it was. 2 days ago, I didn't eat breakfast, and I came down and I had a glass of milk because we were going to eat later, so I decided I was going to just wait, which wasn't a good idea because I ended up throwing up all of my milk. So I did throw up like a couple days ago, but it wasn't because I was feeling nauseous or sick. I think I just needed to have eaten when I got up and stuff, so yeah. Food is starting to sound a little bit better to me, where before I had absolutely no appetite, but some things, like meat, still, not all the time, but sometimes it just makes me like a gag. I just don't really want it, and I'm waiting for that pregnancy thing that everyone talks about, that it's like, oh, I'm pregnant and I'm so hungry and I just want to eat everything and everything sounds so good, and I haven't felt that yet, and I'm waiting for it because I love food and I want to enjoy it. So that is definitely something that I'm looking forward to. Another thing is that I haven't been able to really sleep at night, and I've been like sleeping until noon every day. In fact, last night it was really weird. I was so tired around 8 o'clock and I just had to go to sleep, and so I ended up falling asleep at 8, and then I woke up at 1 and I could not sleep again until 5:30 in the morning. I just sat up and I did some homework because I'm finishing up my master's right now, and so I just sat up and did homework. I went and had breakfast like later on. I sat up with my dogs. I watched TV, whatever. I could not go back to sleep. But finally, around like 5:30 in the morning, I was able to fall back asleep, and I ended up sleeping until like 1 o'clock. And so my sleeping schedule is just completely off. I don't really know why my body is having me sleep at like weird times. I don't know if I need to like make myself stay up so my body can readjust. I don't know, but it needs to get fixed because it's crazy. Also, my husband, I was going to say fiance, but my husband, he bought me a body pillow from Target. A miracle. I love it. It's amazing. I was having trouble sleeping on my stomach and my back because it was hurting a lot, and the body pillow is just so nice because I'm not a side sleeper, and so it helps me sleep on my side, and then plus it's something just to like hold on to and kind of like cuddle with or whatever. And I am sleeping more throughout the night, because before I was kind of waking up and stuff, and now I'm able to sleep more so throughout the night, except for last night. A lesson that I learned this week: don't hold your bladder. We were at a basketball game, and I didn't want to get up because I had to climb over people, and it was the Lakers game, and so I was just holding it until like halftime. Oh my gosh, by the time that I finally went to the bathroom, it hurt so bad. Like, I was like literally like cramping because I had to pee so bad. And I know it's horrible to hold your bladder because you can get like bladder infections and all that stuff, but I've learned my lesson, and next time I will climb over the people, because holding your bladder when you're pregnant is not fun. Another thing that I've noticed is that when I do a lot of activity and stuff, my back starts hurting really, really bad. Like the other day, I went like on a cleaning frenzy. I don't even know why, but at like 3:30, I was like started the laundry, and then that led to me being in the kitchen and cleaning like all the dishes, and then just going around the house and packing up in the boxes that all of the people had gotten us, like from baby clothes and stuff. I just put them all away, and I was packing up all the toys for when baby comes and organizing the whole entire house. I think I cleaned the whole house, finished all the laundry. We went to Target, and my husband and I bought new shelving for the closet and built all of the shelving that night, changed all of our closets around so that way we could adjust for when baby comes. And I was just up until 3:30 in the morning, like doing all of this crazy stuff. And the next day, my lower back hurt so bad, and my legs were just like swollen, and my feet, which I find like kind of weird because I'm not really showing too much, but you can definitely, sorry, that's my dog. You can see her back there. Oh, she went away. Okay, but I can definitely feel that like a little bit of activity, or that day a lot of activity, definitely is strenuous to my back and stuff. And then like just today we took our dogs for a walk, and within 10 minutes of walking them, my like mid back section was hurting me a lot. So my next ultrasound appointment is going to be on November 14th, and that's when they're going to finalize for the anatomy scan of what the gender is, and they're also just gonna like be looking all of baby's measurements and making sure that everything looks good and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that because we haven't done an ultrasound in a while, and I like to see baby in there growing and getting bigger. In a few days also, we're going to be flying to Washington and Oregon because my husband and I want to leave California. We don't really want to be here anymore and raise our family in California. We're both natives from here as well as our parents, but we're both in education, we're both teachers, and we just feel that this isn't the place that we want our kids to go to school and where we want to raise them forever. So we're going up to Washington and Oregon to look around at some places up there. Some other places that we're considering is Colorado and North Carolina. I think North Carolina is going to be a good option for us, but we're not going to be visiting there until a little bit later. So we have to find jobs up there, of course, first, and then move, which is hard in our economy right now. But moving on. At night, I'm like always thirsty. I don't know if it's like if I'm dehydrated, because I feel like I'm definitely drinking enough water. I always have a cup of water with me or some other kind of liquid. I don't drink caffeine, and I haven't had soda in the last 7 years, so it's not like I'm drinking like bad drinks. I'm drinking lots of juices and milks and water and stuff like that. So I'm just always thirsty though. Like at night, I just want to suck on ice and like just have water with me, especially ice. I hate when people chew and chomp their ice. It just sounds so annoying, but lately I've been doing it. And it's kind of funny because my dad chews ice all the time, and I'm always like, stop chewing ice, and now I'm doing it. It's just, I feel so thirsty, and it's nice to have something like liquidy and refreshing in my mouth. This week also, I've been getting nosebleeds. I know that they're more prevalent when you're pregnant because of like the blood circulation and stuff, and I talked to my doctor about it, and he said it's completely fine, but I used to have like chronic nosebleeds when I was really little, and then while I was a teenager, they just kind of stopped, and I didn't have one for years and years and years, and they used to be really, really bad. And then I've had 3 this pregnancy so far, and they're not really bad. They're not heavy, but they're definitely there, and I just haven't had one in a while, so it was kind of interesting. I wanted to ask your guys' opinion on this. I was thinking about getting the fetal line, I think it's called like the Sono. It's the fetal Sonoline fetal B Doppler or something like that. I've heard a lot of people do reviews on them, and that seems to be one of the best ones. And I went online, and a new one cost about $50, and they were selling on eBay anywhere from like $30 to $40. So I think I'd rather just get a brand new one instead of having to go through eBay. But I just wanted to see if you guys have one, if you would recommend me getting one, and if you like it, or if you've heard of any other good brands out there that you would suggest that you have that you like. I just think that sometimes it would be nice to be able to hear a baby's heartbeat. Another thing which kind of sucks because Halloween's coming around the corner and Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that stuff is I've just felt that lately I haven't been wanting to go out and do things as much. I just kind of like want to sit at home. I just kind of want to sit at home and stuff. Just because like standing for a long time hurts, and sitting in like on my butt hurts my back sometimes if it's for too long, and I just like laying and being comfortable on my couch. And a lot of our friends, when they do go out, are going to like clubs and wanting to go out and drink and stuff, and that's just not fun for me right now. So I've just been finding myself kind of wanting to be at home more often. I'm sure some of you might have experienced this, but then at the same time it's almost a little depressing because you're just like home all the time and you want to go out, but the things that you can do when you go out aren't necessarily that fun. So it's kind of like a lose-lose situation. For example, like my fiance is going to Knott's Scary Farm with all of his friends and stuff in a big group this week, and they invited me to go, but I just don't want to stand in those lines for hours because I know that I'm just going to be uncomfortable and want to leave, and I don't want to ruin everyone else's time. So yeah. Another thing that I'm really thinking about doing, which I'm pretty excited about, but I want someone to do it with me, is I really want to do prenatal yoga. I used to dance, and so I used to be stretching all the time and things like that, and lately, because I've just been sitting at home and not like doing too much of a strenuous exercise, because my normal exercise routine is like going to the gym every day for at least an hour, doing yoga. Just, I am very active, and so I haven't been, and so I feel like my body is just like tired and isn't doing anything, and I keep feeling the need to like sit down and like stretch and do all this stuff. So I really want to join a prenatal yoga class so that way I can go out, it's something to do, and I can meet other mommies, and it's also a good way to just stretch my body and exercise and feel good. This week also too, which it's kind of subsided a little bit throughout the week as it's gone on, but in the beginning of the week, oh my gosh, my stomach was so itchy. I went out and I bought the cocoa butter lotion because the pharmacy at Target, I asked them like what to get for the stretch cream because they didn't have anything actually marked like stretch cream. So she said to get anything that had like cocoa butter in it. And so I went and I got a big jar and I just was lathering my body all over with it because it would like relieve the itching because I was hydrating my skin and stuff. So that has been helpful. I've been doing it every morning and every night, and now the itchiness is pretty much gone. I just feel it sometimes, and I've been trying not to itch because I heard, this could be a myth, but I heard that it can like make the stretch marks worse because you're like tearing tissue. I don't know. Also, I was going to ask you guys, if you guys know, and I live in California, in like the LA area, if you guys know any good stores that have like maternity clothing. I've looked into Motherhood in Nordstrom, and I've been looking for like the maternity pants that are skinny jeans and just really cute clothing. I've noticed that like, 'cause I've been going to Kohl's, that a lot of the clothing is like, I feel like older and just not jeans that I would wear, and just kind of like frumpy looking outfits, and I want to still feel stylish because that's part of the other reason I haven't been wanting to go out. All of my clothes don't fit, and the maternity clothes that I do have right now, they're just not me. They're not my style, and so when I go out, I feel weird. I feel old. I just don't like it. So if you guys know any good, even online sites that I can go to that are pretty affordable clothing for maternity clothes, that would be awesome because then I could find some things for the rest of the pregnancy that I really like to wear so I can go out and feel good. My other question for you guys is, I also felt this earlier in the week. I was laying on my stomach, and when I got up, I kind of had a pain on my left side, almost like the round ligament pain, and when I stood up, my whole left leg was like numb. It was really weird. It was almost as if baby was like sitting on a nerve or something there, and like right around my ankle area, it started to hurt. It was kind of weird. I don't know if anyone's experienced this. I tried researching it online, but there was nothing really there, and so I was just wondering if any of you guys have felt that or experienced that. And then the last thing that I want to go over is I've been researching different birthing classes that myself and my husband can go to, And two of the methods that I really, really like is the Lamaze method, and which is the more popular method. And I also have been looking into the Bradley method, which is also pretty popular, but not as well known as the Lamaze. And I don't really know too much about Lamaze except for what I've heard from other people, and I've gone online to try and research it, but I feel like it's pretty generic. The Bradley method focuses more purely on like body relaxation for natural childbirth, because I don't think I've discussed this in any of my other videos, but I do want to try and have a non-medicated birth. My mom did it with both my sister and I, my aunt did it with her two twins, my sister did it with her two girls, and so I'm really aiming towards having a no epidural, no pain medication, anything type of birth. And I want to go completely natural. I know that sometimes there's unforeseen circumstances which that cannot happen, but that is definitely my goal, and I know that the Bradley method really helps you focus on those specific things and how to reduce the chance of having to have any types of medication or anything. So if you have done the Bradley method, I would love to hear your input, whether you liked it, you didn't, whether you would suggest it, and if you've done the Lamaze method, the same thing. Did you like it? What didn't you like? Would you be willing to try something else? Yeah, so I would love to hear your comments and thoughts about that, and if you could just post them below, that would be wonderful, because I would love to hear other people that tried these things and what they got from it and what they did or did not like from it. So, and also if you have any more information for me about either of them, that would be great as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my belly shot now. So here's forward with the shirt on, the side, and then with the shirt up, and in the front. So it is starting to grow just a little bit more. It's not fully there yet, obviously, but it's getting bigger, so I'm excited. I think that's about it for week 18. I know I filled your heads with lots and lots of information. If you have any questions, go ahead and write them below. If you have an answer to any of the questions that I asked you or a video response, I would love to hear them. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the video somewhere right here. I think it's here, yeah. Go ahead and subscribe above. And that is it for week 18, and I will see you guys for week 19. Bye!